Hey everybody, welcome back to Timmy Brick Studios. Woohoo! Alright, so we've seen in the other videos that I can draw. Alright, now it's time for me to show you how to do it. Alright, one character I haven't drawn yet is Donald Duck, and he's an amazing character. Now I tried it twice and it got rejected because it was too long, so I'm going to make this quick, but you can always pause it at home and see step by step how I did it and follow along. Okay, we're going to do Donald Duck without his hat. That'll just add a little bit more time. So let me get started right away, okay? Grab a paper, piece of pencil, or a very light crayon, and sketch really light. I'm going to draw dark so you can see it, but I need you to draw light, okay? Later on, you go back and marker, make it darker when you have the lines you like, but I need you to draw really light. Here we go. So I'm going to get my pad here. Alright, I'm going to move a little closer for everybody. Alright, so the first thing we have to do is start with a circle. So on your paper you want to make a circle about the size of like an orange. However, I'm going to make it bigger. Okay, really light, very light. Then we put a line down the middle for symmetry, balance. What we put on the left, we put on the right. Then we swing a horizontal line, not like a straight line, a swing line, like that. Okay? And then at the bottom of the circle, another little bent line. So these are the guidelines that you need to get started, okay? That's what you need. Think of a beach ball sitting on a little sand dune, okay? Alright, the first step is right where the horizontal and vertical line meet. We make a hill, like that. And then we swing it out along that horizontal swing line to the end of the circle. So you end up with a shape like that. Okay. We take it outside, each end we take outside the circle and hook it around and rest it back onto that swing line. Because if you've extended it past your circle, it'll stick out a little bit. Now you have that. Alright. Come inside the hook a little bit and angle it towards the circle. Kiss that circle, come out, and come back down. That's called an S-curve. It's used a lot in animation. Now we have to do the same thing on the other side, only backwards. So swing it along the circle. Give that circle a little kiss with the line, and come back, and then you have a backwards S-curve, okay? We connect it along to that bottom line under the circle, like so, and you can start to see, if you use your imagination, Donald's bill is coming together there. Now, the front of his bill kind of curls up a little bit, it curves up. Well, we show that with a definition line. So a little curved line that spans the width of the bottom of the circle, like that, and that's how we show his bill curving up a little bit. I'm going to extend that just a little bit for balance, like that. Now these hooks at the end, now we have a place to bring them down. So follow them all the way down, and they'll actually go behind his upper bill, like that. Now you want to make them happy, so just a little dimple here wouldn't hurt anything. There and there. Donald is mad a lot. He's angry. We'll do an angry Donald later. Now, we all know Donald's favorite flower is, of course, a petunia. Yeah, no, I'm only kidding. It's a daisy, right? His girlfriend, Daisy Duck. So think of a flower pot when you make the bottom part of his mouth. Just bring some lines down and then connect them, and you make what looks almost like a flower pot. Or kind of like a letter U. Now you have to make one more flower pot, a little smaller, inside that. Like this. Two lines down on an angle, connect them at the bottom with a round line, and then you have this. His tongue is shaped sort of like a shark fin that you would see sticking out of the water, dun, 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 but upside down, like a curved letter V. So a curved line here and a curved line there, and there's Donald's tongue. See it? It's like an upside down shark fin. Okay? Now ducks are born. When they're born, they come in these little containers that are really cool but easy to break. An egg, right? Little duck containers. So where we have these little hills, these little valleys here and here, think of them as perfect nests to rest an egg shape. Now the eye can come up almost all the way to the top of the circle. Big eyes Donald has. So if you can see, there's one resting right in that little valley, and then here's the other one. And the egg should be the same distance from the vertical line as each other for perfect spacing, like that. You see the vertical line, well, they're the same space from the vertical line as each other. And they're about the same size and shape, pretty much. This is just a quick sketch, but you're getting the point of it. Now, his pupils are like perfect ovals. Perfect ovals. And the rule of thumb for Donald is his pupils should be 1/3 the size of his entire eye. So you could fit 3 pupils in his eye. That's a good rule of thumb. All right, now his expression is really shown very well with his eyebrows. When he's angry, they're down, and when he's excited, they're up, and when he's scared, they're up, and when he's happy, they're up. Most of the time, they're up, unless he's angry. Well, they're just like the shape of a rainbow, or an upside-down letter U, like this, over each egg shape or each eye, as such. Now you have this far, you can start to see Donald come together. Now he's a duck, and they have feathers, right? So let's put some in. Just think of like little candle flame shapes, okay? We're going to show you there's 3 on the top in the front, 3 on one side, 3 on the other. Or you could do 2 or 3. There's really no rules to the feathers. They're always ruffled. So here we go. I'll do the ones on the top of his head. 1, 2, 3. And then we just use the circle to finish off the side of his head. Okay? There we go. And then on the side of his head, we're going to make 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And you can start behind his eyebrow, like that. And on the other side, same thing. I'm going to do 3 on this side. 1, 2, 3. Like that. And then we just use the circle to come down. But before we do, we want to put a little muscle which attaches his bill to his head. So you put in those little muscles, if you can see them. There's one right here and one right there. Those little cheek muscles. Then just attach that circle from the feathers down. And that's Donald Duck, step by step, how to draw him, okay? So, I think we have time. I can throw in the hat. Let's see. We put 2 lines above the eyebrows, like that. This one and this one. We connect the line with we connect those 2 lines with a little bent line. That's the band of his head. It's what holds his hat on his head. His hat is shaped sort of like a peanut or a footprint. We start with one big curved line like that, and then the same kind of curve but the other way and a little smaller, leaving you that perfect like footprint shape. These would be the toes, this would be the heel, or a peanut, something like that. Use your imagination. And then a long stretched out W creates that flag that hangs off the back of his French sailor's hat. And so there you have Donald Duck. Now quickly, I have about a minute or so. I can go over this in black marker and just show you the final result. So I just go over the lines that I like. And a little secret, a little trick to this is when you do crayon first and then put marker over the crayon, your marker is less likely to bleed through the page you're on, ruining the page behind it. And I can't be running to the store buying paper every day. I got things to do. I just worked both jobs. It's midnight. I have to be at my job again tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. and it's about 2 hours away. So I'm only going to get 5 hours sleep tonight and do it all again tomorrow. But even with working both jobs, I still find time to practice and draw. And every time I draw, it's like practice. I learn little things each time. So far with some black lines in, see how it's coming together. I'll finish the feathers on this side. I'll bring his hat together like that. Do the flag that hangs off. And then his mouth, and we are done, all except for our final step, which is the most important, and I hope you're doing it at home, and that is to sign your work. And there you have, there's Donald Duck. Now if you want to throw a little expression lines around, that's always a cool move. And then my name's Timmy Britt, T-I-M-B-R-I-T-T. I cross my T's and dot my I's with 1 and 0 because it's 2010. And that's it, that's all we have time for. So thank you very much. I hope you can pause it and practice, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.